the internet it seemed to be working
so far
this week. So far, so good. How about you come over this way somewhere? We have the ring of the alien behind us.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Whoops. So we're going early. We're gonna add some people. This hopefully is really. We gotta make this really interesting in the beginning because otherwise that's the first 3 seconds or so many that people see.
Yeah, that's what counts as a view. Is the first 3 seconds. I
Right.
still have this hair. So guys, all day long I've had this hair right here sticking straight out. I don't know what's going on with it. It's like baby hair.
It's like an antenna. Sorry, love.
I'm not feeling well tonight, y'all. We have all these canola fields surrounding our house, and they're I'm pretty sure I'm dying.
Hi.
Austin's here. He's in the house.
We're starting early.
I'm on a lot of allergy
Adding
medication,
people.
so. And I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce. There's a word in the Oh, so I'm starting to get.
What?
I saw us do the thing that it did last week when we started losing our internet.
Get off the internet.
We I'm not quite sure that there wasn't some people in the house last week using all of our internet for YouTube videos, watching from their bedrooms or
Netflix.
Well, I am not on the internet. It's not on the internet, it says.
Just
and I told Abram and Ava, okay, that's not.
Just to make sure.
I may just have to.
That you're not on the internet, so that we are not. You're not going to kill us on the internet.
I'm just putting you on the internet.
Debug.
How's everybody? Did you guys have a good weekend? Tell us how your weekend was while we're waiting. We have about 2 minutes till 8. We try to get on here a few minutes early lately to get people. Don't start yet. Oh, we're not starting yet. Is she really? She's not. You're lying. If she is, I want some of it. You guys should come over here and share it.
Oh, wow.
A charcuterie board. I don't know if that's, it's got cheeses and nuts and crackers. They're fancy.
So it's a
it's for fancy people.
hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, it's like snack. It's like a snack tray. And I love snacks.
Okay.
Try not to sniffle too much tonight. Okay, well, tell us when Heather gets there. Tell us what you did this weekend. We went to the monster trucks last night. That was fun, right?
Yes.
It's always a good time. It's a very loud time. They're very loud and fumey.
Yes.
But they're every year.
Because they use racing fuel. So it burns your eyeballs.
Yeah, your eyes are watering by the time you leave.
I had to stay there the whole time.
We usually leave right at intermission, and the kids and I did leave after intermission this time. Corey had to stay. So, okay, Austin says they're good. I want proof that Heather's there.
Proof of life.
Send me a picture.
Proof of life. Denzel Washington's on his way.
What else did we do this weekend? I feel oh, Heather's here. It won't let me. Oh. Did you make your board, your charcuterie board? What's on it? Or was he just lying about that?
We did.
I went to Woodward yesterday.
Woodward?
Mm-hmm.
I transported some monster trucks, or assisted in the transport of monster trucks, size loads around Enid.
We've been talking every video we do. Corey's wearing a Stanley shirt, so we've talked. I don't know if we should make it a tradition or if we should try to get him into just a normal shirt.
I have a bunch of them. That's why.
He had a tight shirt on for church this morning.
I just have a bunch of them, so that's why.
That sounds good. That sounds like a Lunchable. Because it's that's what they are. It's kind of like a Lunchable for grown-ups.
Oh.
And there's
sort
fruit
of fancy
sometimes.
name. Yeah. Instead of Lunchable, it's a charcuterie board.
Yeah. It's like a... Okay.
This shirt is actually purple. If you can't tell.
Okay, you guys ready to start? His
Oh,
it
wow.
wasn't it awesome?
It was a straight up like
Mm.
set up in the chair, don't slouch down because it might pop a button,
Yeah,
hulking it out.
I couldn't take my eyes off him. Okay, we're ready. So tonight, week 5 of a marriage devotional. This one is called The Passionate Pursuit. I'm going to start out. This week, we're going to talk about the second law of marriage, the law of pursuit. I underline the words "be joined" in the scripture above because these words are very important in understanding marriage. Even though the words look mundane on the outside, they are dynamic. They literally mean that a man is to cling to his wife for a lifetime. It also includes women in their relationships with their husband. The Hebrew word for joined or cling is the word dabak. It is a very energetic word that means to pursue with great zeal. In the very beginning, God told us the truth about marriage. It is work. That's right. Marriage is work, and it only works when you work at it. Couples fall in love because they work at the relationship. They try hard to impress each other, are careful to be sensitive to each other, and try to please one another. But then once they are comfortable in the relationship, they start taking each other for granted and change the energetic behaviors that cause them to fall in love in the first place. The result is lost passion, boredom, and tension. That is exactly what Karen and I did when we first got married. Our relationship began with an enormous amount of passion and goodwill that lasted for years. However, the more comfortable I became with the fact that Karen was going to stay with me, the more I took her for granted, and the more I turned my attention to work, friends, and the pursuit of money. The result was constant fighting that left us passionless and on the brink of divorce. The resurrection of our marriage didn't come through any emotional breakthrough. It came as we realized what caused the breakdown: laziness, apathy, and taking each other for granted. When we realized this, we changed and started working at the relationship. As we did, the feelings grew deeper and deeper, and they have never stopped. That was over 30 years ago, and today we have a very passionate marriage because we work at it. Even after all of these years, we know that if we don't keep exerting effort toward each other and keep our marriage first, we will start experiencing problems. So, it says, do you feel that you sometimes take each other for granted, and in what ways? Talk about some practical steps you can take to begin pursuing each other the way you did when you were dating. So, I know I've said before, like, we really resonate kind of with Jimmy Evans and his teaching. He talks about his wife Karen in a lot of his messages.
Karen.
And this was one that we see a lot of, like, kind of some sort of issues that we had. So this was one of them. Definitely taking each other for granted. We did that for a very long time.
Yes. And as I
both of us, and it was a two-way street.
It was a two-way
we both
street,
did.
and then this is very important. This passage back
How
here.
did you tag Karen?
I don't know.
You tagged I
typed
Karen,
and I have a cousin named Karen, but I tried to put her name in there, and then I
when it's blue, it means she's tagged.
But I erased the last part, but it didn't erase your tag.
Sorry, Karen, not you. Talking about a different Karen.
This one. I wanted to read this part here. Whenever there was a part that I did, sorry. The longer here it goes. However, the more comfortable I became with the fact that Karen was going to stay with me, the more I took her for granted, and the more I turned my attention to work, friends, and the pursuit of money. That's definitely what I have done before with Megan, when I just knew that she was going to stay. We were just going to stay together, so I didn't have to worry about working on a relationship because I knew she would stay, at home and stay together. And I just never thought of it as having to work on it, like a job, work on it, we discussed this before, the things that you think are going to happen in marriage when you're young it's just going to automatically happen. And it's, you just automatically be happy forever and never have any problems just because you got married is not true.
Yeah. He did take me for granted for a long time. And then, he did take for granted that I would be there. And then eventually I wasn't. Like, I did leave for a while. We were separated for almost a year. And then it was after that then that I granted. So it was, it's definitely been a journey.
Right.
Of marriage. And then when we finally started like coming together and both of us working at the same time, like, because before when he was taking me for granted, like I was the one doing all the work. And then we kind of got to a point where he was doing all the work because I checked out, and you have to be doing the work at the same time together. Now, I'm saying that like, one can still have all the faith and one not have the faith. Like there are instances where sometimes one person really is the one that has the faith and is working and kind of brings you out of, a season. But for us, it took us both working together to get back to a place where we were good.
Right. And I think we take each other. I take each other for granted.
We definitely do at some, points. But I think we're able to recognize it more now, and we are able to express our feelings more. Like before, like if one of us was feeling taken for granted, we would just kind of resent the other one and then act like childish in some way. Whereas now it's kind of, we're able to say, hey, this is making me feel like this, or what can we do? Like we need to do something. So it's definitely, a learning and a growing experience. Does anybody have any comments about anything? Nobody's saying anything.
Comments.
So what, like, let's talk about like some things that we did kind of to, practical steps that we did to begin pursuing each other. What did we do that we could help others to maybe start doing this? I think probably the biggest thing, the best thing that we've ever done is to go to counseling.
Yeah, a lot of counseling.
Yeah, we talk about it. We probably talk about that in every one of these videos, but that's because it's just so important to us, and it really is what has transformed us.
Like biblical counseling,
right?
Because that was
that was important to us
to get a biblical counselor, not just somebody who's gonna. Because the difference between a regular counselor or counselors and biblical counselors is the Bible, of course, the biblical part of it. But their intention is to, if you are, I want to say, like, if you're leaning more towards divorce, their goal is to bring you together in harmony. If you're in a marriage, of course, if you're in like an abusive marriage or something like that, they're not going to be keeping you in that. But at the same time, they're trying to, to bring you to the harmonious balance of a marriage, within Christ, within the Bible's teachings. So the difference between a counselor who might just be about you or about me,
like that's more kind of a worldly view,
and
which
it's
is
less
kind of not what we're
come
wanting.
together here. Dogs.
Oh my goodness.
So that's very important to do that. So nobody's commenting anything.
Or if they are, we're not seeing them.
They're showing a lot of people joining, but not. So if you have any comments, make sure you comment them to the comments area.
Down in the comments. We started one of the things they had us start doing, and we've kind of fallen away from it. But one thing maybe you guys could do if you're feeling kind of out of sync with each other, they call it couch time, where like every night for 20 minutes a night, you sit on the couch and you look at each other and you just talk about your day. You just ask each other how your day was. You just kind of check in with each other. like I said, that's something that we don't do every night anymore, but we've kind of gotten to a point where we don't have to necessarily find that specific time to do that because we do that sometime. Like at night, we
Yeah.
we do talk and we do share, and like our nights, our evening times anymore aren't really just spent looking at our own phones and then like going to sleep,
Right.
facing the other way. We really do check in with each other. So we kind of do like our own little version of couch time, but that's something that you guys might think about.
Definitely.
Just spend 20 minutes, just kind of, okay, I think
I'm sorry. Nope, not going to do it.
He's still like inviting people. We're 15 minutes into the video.
Well, I want everybody to know. Oh,
we got a comment. Intentional regular date nights have really helped us. If you think something good, I make every attempt to let it. That is true, Austin. I was just thinking that the other day, and I can't even remember what made me think of it, but I was just thinking, if you think something good about your spouse, or you think something, not even your spouse, just like a friend or somebody, like don't keep it from them. Don't let any thought come into your head that that's a good thought, like go unsaid. God may have put that in your head because they need to hear that right then. I'm pretty good at that.
Yes, I'm not so good at that. I mean, I say nice things.
The dogs are really distracting me. Archer, can you do something?
Stop!
Okay.
Just yell at them. That's what I would do.
So and intentional regular date nights, that's not something we're super great at.
No, but we have lunch together.
We do.
Day. And we have lunch
and our
together.
Kids are older, so we do a lot of things kind of alone together that like other people don't get to do. Like we can go to the grocery store on Saturdays, not that that's a date, but we can, like in the summertime when I'm not working, like we'll run to town and get ice cream together and stuff like that. Archer's looking at me like, what? How dare you?
How could you?
What?
Betray me like that?
So it's a little different for us. And not that we shouldn't have those date nights. I really do enjoy them when we have them, but
never great once in a while. We have a date
do.
night with another couple, but last time.
I think the last time we went to dinner with you, Austin and Heather, was the last time we went on a date, was it? I think it is. I think it was the last time we were on a date.
Rachel and Clint.
We did, yeah. We went out to dinner with Rachel and Clint. That's true. Okay, that was just a couple weeks. My bad. Sorry, Rachel, if you're watching. Forgot about that.
Anyway, so
I have really bad memory.
How many weeks until the snow cone place is open?
26 days until Meadow Lake Snow Cone is open. Now that is somewhere that we don't sneak out and go to by ourselves, because I really do think if our kids found out that we went and got snow cones without them, that they might be. Yeah, they would be.
Sometimes we go to one of the places we sneak out and go to them. Brahms. I go to Brahms.
And we'll go and get an ice cream sundae. That's in summertime. We do that a lot in the summertime. We'll say like Daddy got a call, and we have to go to town to do a call, and we'll just go.
I used to do that all the time. Like, oh, Dad's got a call. We gotta go. Oh, I got a wrecker call. It's like they don't even realize that I don't drive a wrecker home. So
we probably shouldn't be endorsing lying to our kids, though. That's probably not something we should be. It's probably not something we should be saying is okay to do.
Dad got a call. He needs to go on a call, and Mom's got to go with him in the pickup.
Well, sometimes you guys go get a record.
That is true. He's not wrong. Sometimes we do have a call. Sometimes he legitimately goes on a call, and I go with him, and then we'll just stop at Brahms on the way home. But there are times, Archer, that we brought you ice cream home that we didn't bring your siblings ice cream. So these teenagers, they can't win.
Right.
You can't win.
Okay, so any other comments? Are we still on there? Nobody's joined.
We're still live. I haven't seen any kind of glitches at all.
There's 4 people.
Well,
watching.
you know what? Tonight's the first night Game of Thrones is back, so we can't compete with that. I bet everybody's watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah. We'll see. How about this? We look at when we invite Garrick and Stephanie.
See if they're on there.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any Game of Thrones fans in here? I am not a fan. No, not a fan at all.
We'll invite them specifically, Garrick and Stephanie
They
pop
jump
up.
on.
Yeah.
I don't know when it starts though. It's probably late. It probably starts. Well, it's like 8. It probably started at 8. I bet everybody's watching Game of Thrones.
Man.
What do you want? A bet. This is
Yeah.
like we need like some Nielsen ratings here.
Yeah. Priorities. Right, Heather. Priorities.
Thank you, Heather. Heather and Austin.
GOT.
Priorities. So walk it out this week. This is a really easy one, you guys. You will definitely be able to do this. Next time you're in the car together, reach for your spouse's hand. The simple act of holding hands communicates an active interest in pleasing your spouse. We hold hands a lot. Not really in the car. But when we're like walking in somewhere, we'll hold hands.
Mostly, we hold hands because I walk fast.
Yeah, I have
need
to
to
keep
know
them.
when I'm walking
I have
fast.
to like rein them into my.
Because I have long legs.
Yeah.
And so my normal walking is Megan's like trotting.
I get like out of breath
running.
just walking into Walmart with this guy. I don't know if any of you guys follow Brandon Ferris. He's a really funny guy. You should go check him out. But he did a video on how fast his girlfriend walks, and it is literally every thought that has come to my head. He said, it's just like he talked about like telling her a story, and like she's walking like circles around him, and she only gets like a quarter of the story.
It's because she only catches. Like on a racetrack, like he was talking about entering her in like track events, and like no,
Not
we're
even
just gonna
telling
go to
her,
this
yeah.
place, and you just walk around, just keep on walking. Oh, like you did the 4x100 by yourself. Oh yeah, no problem.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think that's it for tonight. We're gonna keep it short and sweet tonight.
Yeah, Megan's not feeling very well.
I don't feel good. And Game of Thrones is on, so I guess people are watching that instead of us. I hope they come and watch. If you're watching Game of Thrones and you come later, type in replay, like and subscribe. Our kids started their own YouTube channel today, so you can go like and subscribe to them. They did an hour-long live video today, and I'm pretty sure part of it was just them sitting here coloring.
Right.
That's what the entire thing was.
That's what the entire hour was?
I'm pretty sure.
Right.
It's pretty legit.
I mean, you can watch like an hour of some girl unwrapping presents that other kids have sent her, so I don't understand why an hour of coloring should be any different.
I'm just trying to get them sponsored so we can start getting a paycheck.
Right. And
Maybe Crayola will sponsor them.
use Crayola. Crayola makes markers.
These are Crayolas.
Crayons, but he said they were using markers. Well,
Oh.
Crayola makes markers. Look at all the box of markers over there that belong to Boy Scouts. Ish. So.
Okay, so we're gonna go, guys. We're gonna pray for you guys for this week, and we hope that you have a good week and that you grab your spouse's hand sometime this week, and that you're able to kind of come together and start pursuing each other. Let us know if there's any prayers that we can send up for you guys, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, smile. Okay, like news reporter.
Bye. Are we on?
Keep going.
Oh.
Keep